The bonds of our society are formed by events in the past on a scale that's not too grand for ones as long-lived as us to understand, you know. We can play an intimate part in these things. We merely observe. What's your interest in such matters?
Well, obviously you are aware of the history of La Sombra. Joining the Camarilla is, you know, getting a feel for the things. Obviously, in these modern nights, one must adapt to survive. And I am a survivor.
We must adapt, but we must follow the rules, must we not?
Absolutely.
To the T, to the letter.
You drive down the road, winding and turning your way through Constantia in the night to the empty parking lots of the dark mall. You see that there is no light coming from any of the windows from the two-story building, and no cars parked outside either. You look at your watch or your time on your phone and you see it is just before midnight, so anybody that was here or anything is no longer here for the night. You could leave it, or you could break in, or you could come back another night, or you could formulate a different plan.
Could I put on my auspex and just see if I can sense anything or hear anything?
You would improve your senses.
Yeah, heightened senses.
You may certainly auspex up, enhance senses.
Nobody farted.
You hear the sounds of the red-winged starlings chirping in the night, louder. You hear the sound of what might be a football game on one of the security guards' phones that they're busy watching when they're on guard. You see by the ATMs there is a bit of light in the little kiosk where there are a pair of security men in their red shirts, just keeping an eye on things, but they haven't really bothered to notice you guys or anything. You haven't really done anything to warrant their attention.
To break into the studio, what is there an easy way to do so, or would it have to kind of be like a smash through the window or door?
Well, you would first have to know exactly where the studio is in the building. You have been here before, yeah. So you would be able to either force the window open but you need to be up on the roof, because you'd have to. It's kind of like the second floor that's above the patio veranda thing that goes along the whole side. That's got pillars holding up a slanting roof.
But the guards would see that immediately.
If there's any noise, if there was any loud disturbance, that would probably alert the security guards. It's a cold night, so the clouds are out, puddles of water on the floor, and you would just need to be able to climb up there and see if you could jimmy it open.
I can distract the guards if you're.
Yeah, I think maybe it's because two cars have just rocked up, so already they're probably on slight alert. So I guess if you guys pretend that you are just meeting up here for whatever reason, I can try and sneakily see if I can break it. If I can't break it, I'm not going to make more of a fuss, and we can come back another day.
You probably will be alarmed.
Would it? What's in a yoga studio to steal?
Unusual for one so young as you to be so patient. Even I was thinking I might dispose of the guards and anyone in the area and just walk inside and take a look.
I don't see why there's any need to kill anyone in this situation.
Oh, you said kill. I didn't say kill. I really would dispose of them.
Alright, well, if by disposing of them you mean distract, then yes, let's do that. I think I'm going to try and climb up and see. Hopefully the window has been left, hopefully not locked, because...
I'll go talk to the guards. I think I can... before you break in, I'll try and convince the guards to let us in.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, we can say I forgot something important in the studio, and we can't get hold of.
Okay.
We look like people who do yoga.
I do.
Good. That's good.
Okay. I'd like to approach the. Is it one guard or two guards?
There's 2 guards.
Okay, 2 guards.
But you can hear there's more guards on their walkie-talkies.
Okay.
Like you can hear people mumbling and giving messages.
The infinite guards, the Constantia.
Okay. Good evening.
Hello, sir.
I know this is obviously very convenient and it's late, but my friend here left some important documents in the studio. You don't happen to know if it's possible to get in, even just for a minute? You have access to it, perhaps?
I don't. I'm sorry. There's the people who open up. They come early in the morning. I don't. Like he looks around and he says, "Do you have a phone number to phone?"
We do, but she hasn't been answering.
He looks at the time. He says, "Now is not a good time to come and open it. Can't you come back in the morning? They will be here at 6 a.m."
She's obviously very upset. It's quite urgent.
Oh, it's my passport. My flight is first thing tomorrow morning. I stupidly came and did a last minute yoga.
And people do that.
She's going to a climate conference. You don't care about the environment?
Okay, go manipulation and performance.
Oh, okay.
He looks at you guys and he says, he looks at the other one, they're speaking Xhosa. Those who understand Xhosa, like, the man seems convinced and it's like, just let them small time, okay, not be on walkie-talkie, cool. They go up with you and the first guard that you spoke to opens the door and he must have some kind of skeleton key or something like that.
Give them 50 rand each.
But as the door opens, you hear the alarm go. And he's like, I don't know the alarm number. So you're setting off the alarm. So you literally have like a couple of seconds to go and get something. For you, actually, because you've got enhanced sensors on, it's super painful. The alarm going off. You can't enter into the room. It's, unless you spend a willpower, you've got to actually stay outside and block your ears because your your senses are being bombarded by this high pitched.
Yeah. Well, I guess as myself as a thrill seeker, I say, wait here.
Okay.
Go, guys. Go back to the car. I'm gonna go in, and I'm just gonna.
Wouldn't I know how to cut the signal to the alarm or something before it's just deprogram? I don't know. Like how.
Yeah, you could come in and have a go.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, roll intelligence plus security.
Okay, and while this is happening, can I just search around the room to see if there's any...
Yeah, okay, so you go in, there's a reception desk with a computer, a couple of drawers, so there's a bathroom, there's a back room, there's a couple of change rooms, there's a waiting room, and yonder that is a big studio. And it's all quiet and empty, there's just some mats being left out to dry, and it's got a very zen-y feel to the place. There's like bonsai trees and monstera and lovely mobiles hanging on the roof, and the walls are painted pink. And it smells like incense. Oh, yeah, the alarm goes tick, and it's quiet. You went behind the desk and found the little thing and snipped it, so it's no longer going off.
Thank you.
But ADT would still get the signal, just the alarm itself is not going off.
You've basically disconnected it without breaking it. So no sign of tampering.
Perfect.
I'll
give each of us 50 rand. I say, could you just give us 3 minutes and we'll be out? The documents are very important.
My passport.
50 rand.
I don't know, maybe these are honest guys and they're not going to take too kindly to being what maybe seems like a bribe.
Okay, you look around the place. There's nothing that stands out as an object that could be of information. I mean, there's a little computer there. The studio is empty. There's no people. You realize as you're busy looking around that most of the information that you would get from this place is going to come from the people that go here and the people that teach here.
There's no
And
security
there's no one,
cameras or anything like that.
Okay.
There's a security camera down the corridor behind, and you could look at that and see the people. But nothing short of actually coming here
Okay, next
to
week Saturday.
to the 8 p.m.
Yeah.
thing and seeing who might have actually met or known Shannon. You don't really get any clue from an empty, quiet, closed down
Alright,
yoga studio.
so I'm gonna go into the bathroom and come out and like pretend to like some sleight of hand and be like, got it! Thank you so much, I have it. Oh, I can make my flight. Thank you, we can go now. Thank you,
Okay.
security guys.
okay, no
Thank
worries.
you
Have a good
so
night.
much.
Do they take our money?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I could print out records from the computer or something.
They've got a little tool, and I mean the computer's off, and you've 3 minutes in there.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing really to see.
Okay, let's go to
Okay.
the hospital, but drive through Claremont, Weinberg.
To speak to the woman, Misty.
Oh, and then there's also Billy and Kloofneck.
Yes.
You might miss.
Yeah, but I think... Okay, so you want to go to Curtis via Claremont, Weinberg Main Road?
Yeah,
Cool.
if that's okay.
I'm okay with that. I've got a whole week to wait till I can suss out what's happened to my sister.
It'll fly by, you'll see.
The white patio tears through the city streets, quickly finding the way to Weinberg Main Road, where people are cruising for something naughty. Those that walk the night and haunt the sides of the streets. Okay, as you're driving down Weinberg Main Road, you're looking around and there's other cars that are busy cruising at like 30 kilometers an hour, and you see on every corner there is this woman selling herself, or sometimes it's a cross-dresser selling themselves, all dolled up and looking really okay, or maybe great, but as soon as you come near, they're just like, what is that? And you're not sure exactly what you're looking for with Misty, but as you drive down the road, you count quite a few. By the time you get into Kenilworth, there's like, you've passed like 3 or 4 already, and then there's still more.
Can I just briefly pull over and chat to a couple of people?
Yeah, to ask.
Okay, you pull up.
Good evening.
A really tall, busty woman on high stiletto heels, and a tiny short red dress, even though it's cold winter outside. A fluffy jacket over the top. And a little large fishnets. And just this wave of strong, cheap perfume washes over the 3 of you. Hey. 2's the company, 3's the crowd. This is at least 1,000 rand. As she looks inside and sees the 3 of you in the car.
Oh no, I'm quite asexual. I just wanted to know if you had any information about someone called Misty.
I don't give anything away for free.
I've got the 50.
Obviously, this Misty isn't so important to you.
I've got another 50.
She turns around and takes both of them. Fine. She's the one that you'll find down in Kenilworth at the bottom of Highwick Street. The little one. Anyway, hope you have a wonderful night.
Would you like to hop in and show us? I might have another 50.
She obviously nods and goes to the back and takes the 50.
So, and then start driving.
And she looks at you and she's like, so what's it going to be?
No, he's also quite asexual.
I'm sure this one can speak for himself.
My dear lady.
I am indeed sexual.
What did you say your name was?
Lemonade.
Ah, like the Beyonce album. Yes.
And
Was a popular drink.
pleasure to meet you. When you pick up Misty, you know we do twins.
Which one? Who's the twins in this situation?
We can go double twins, or even twins and triplets. Anyway, you guys drive down the road a little bit, and she's like, there. She's that one over there by the big tree. This gorgeous silhouette on the side of the road, leg out, alluring who knows how many
Sailors.
unlucky sailors. So you pull up next to her. The silhouette kind of gazes in your direction, remaining a silhouette, and as it approaches your car, it's a waft of putrid sewage and puke.
Yes, I thought I'd see you guys sooner or later. Isabel told me you were coming. It's your lucky day. You get information out of the Nosferatu for free. Because the prince is in a panic over some damn missing kindred. Well, I'm your gal with the ear to the ground. What do you want to know?
Is she standing like that while she's talking to us?
She's got it in the car with you guys,
Oh,
next
nice.
to
Lemonade.
Lemonade.
Who knows nothing of what we're talking about?
Oh, if you'd like a snack, she's there.
We brought you a snack.
I don't know what the hell you bunch are talking about, Misty. Let's just get out, poor. It's like, hey, well, you've all got small dicks anyway.
I throw 200.
Jesus.
This isn't enough.
That's enough.
Well, you guys start driving away. She keeps shouting down, and all the pimps and whores are looking at you guys as you drive away for a second.
Embarrassing.
Our lemonade brings all the hoes to the yard.
So, where do you guys want to begin?
We heard that you might know of the whereabouts of the doctor, the Morcadian.
The good Dr. Ostergard here.
Yes.
Wait,
How,
who do you know the most about?
I know a little bit about each.
Oh, amazing. Let's go.
How do we know that that clever Malky is not just obfuscating somewhere?
What do
we
you know of such things?
but we all know he isn't all that much of a good Samaritan. And that hospital, they do some dodgy things behind closed doors.
What do they do?
I've had to help. I don't know. But just get the dead bodies out, yo.
Oh,
Not sure who, why, or what for, but on occasion the odd patient there just disappears. With their name removed from any logs and absolutely no sign of any remains. And it was always my job that they had a secret way in and out to move them. If you wanted to get in there and bypass the security, say, and don't mind sneaking knee-deep in shit and tampons and bandages, I can always show you that way in. But it's probably better to use the front door.
Yes.
Yes.
Truth is, we don't know where Kingsley is gone.
They said he went on a travel somewhere. Do you know anything about that? Why did he have to go on travels?
I don't know anything about his particular travels. I didn't even know he had gone.
Yes, he used to appear at every Elysium, but has not for a while, drawing some suspicion and concern amongst the Camarilla here.
She shrugs.
I know that he is a jet-setting doctor who is of no moderate status amongst, well, the kindred, but you should probably inspect his former, since he is absent from it, his former place of work.
Okay.
Would you be able to get us inside?
Through the sewers.
No, the nicer option, the front door.
You want me to go to a front door?
Okay, sewers.
You could try the front door
No,
first.
we're going to try the front door. Tell us more about Shannon.
That one who runs those late night yoga classes. I don't know much about an open threat to the Masquerade that was allowed like that. I'm guessing that's torrid or cronyism, if you ask me. No offense.
Offense taken.
Well, fuck you too. But she seemed like a good woman, though. But she was preoccupied by being good. Heard she was going around making sure the families of her occasional victims were being compensated somehow, like she was seeking penitence or something.
Oh, Shannon. So why do you think she could have vanished?
Who knows, when you've got that many mortals hanging around you every Saturday night. Maybe it was the Second Inquisition. I mean, a yoga studio attracts the spiritual kind, doesn't it?
And what about Jessica Jane, my daughter?
Running with the Anarchs mostly now. We spotted her spending a lot of time musing over the ocean at those beaches in the southern suburbs, the deep south.
Simonstown.
All the way up to Musenberg. Getting a bit too much of that paranoia those thin bloods tend to reek of.
Oh, no.
And that's all I got for you.
Do you know anything about Billy?
The internet guy.
Yes.
He's in his own world, is all I can say.
Right. Also Malkavian.
That's right. But I don't think he and Daniel Kingsley were close or had any association besides just being clanmates. But maybe their blood is closer than I think. And there is something he could reveal to you. You know how these Malkavians are. They'll probably just give you a riddle.
So about the
Who told you to call it the Billy?
the Nosferatu of the Alyssa.
Isabel.
If we were to go through the tampon and poo option, where does it lead us? Does it take us deeper into maybe his office, or?
I don't know exactly where his office is, but it takes you into the lower morgue places.
Because obviously there's a lot of security and administration involved in getting into a hospital, especially his office.
What are you saying? You could go through the front door looking like you are. If somebody tries to stop you, I know you've got the power to make them look the other way.
Okay. I was just curious if maybe in all your dealings with him you might know, the floor number, the number of the floor.
I waited for him at the bottom, and the elevator would ding, and there would be corpses on those gurney things. I had to take them off the gurney and take a journey. ...
Where would you dump the corpses?
Now that is something I do not wish to share with you.
Alright. Thank you very much. Is there any way you'd like us to drop you off, provided you...
That's right, yes, fine.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
It's by the petrol station.
Ah, nice.
It's BP.
Good. British.
Pentax.
Pentax. Loves you.
Okay.
It's been a pleasure, Misty.
I can't say the same, but good luck with your...
You can, though.
I just don't choose to.
But you could.
You're tiring me out, and the night is almost over.
The Sombra, leave her alone.
Leave me alone. Total backing at Nosferatu. What's gonna happen next? Cain awakening. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Misty's hideousness was pretty draining.
What do you mean?
Like, I just feel like I need some time to recover from such an ugly thing.
Okay, you can wait in the car.
Fine. No, I'll join you, fine.
They are beautiful. Depends how you look at it.
Beauty is a very niche thing you wouldn't understand.
You head to the hospital next.
Is the plan for us to all go in through the front door, or do you want to go in through the sewers?
I want to do front door, please.
Okay, I'm going to do front door.
But I feel like you should maybe do the sewers to get into the Masquerade.
There is no way I am tarnishing. These clothes are expensive.
You arrive at the hospital, Grotesque, sitting overlooking Cape Town on the perches of Devil's Peaks foothill. The complex is made of several buildings, aligned next to each other like a bunch of building blocks, as you all know, red brick faced. Multiple entrances to different departments. The main front entrance is closed, but there is light coming from the emergency entrance, and you see ambulances outside and a couple of paramedics waiting around, and the cold, empty inside of the hospital, so clinical and sterilized, with buzzing lights reflected in the puddles of rainwater outside.
Cool. I'd like to go in through the front door.
So you guys park and all head in. There's a receptionist, coloured lady with black locks in a nurse's dress.
Good evening, madam. Do you happen to know Dr. Daniel Kingsley, who works in the hospital?
So this is emergency, sir. I don't think there is a Kingsley that is in at this very moment that is working, but I can ask.
Please do.
He literally puts on the intercom thing and buzzes, Kingsley, Dr. Kingsley, come to the reception, Kingsley. And she turns it off. And she looks, will you please take a seat over there?
Oh, no, perhaps you misunderstood. I'd like to know if you have any information about Mr. Kingsley, where he works in the hospital. I don't believe he is here. I'm acting on behalf of friends and family of his, and yeah, any information you have.
She says, I do not know of a Mr. Kingsley, I'm afraid, sir. I don't think there is a Mr. Kingsley working tonight either.
Are there any doctors available that I could speak to?
Well, I thought that this Mr. Kingsley was one, but there are, let's see here, there are a few doctors in here.
Yes, he is a doctor, yes, it's a very astute observation.
There are several doctors working tonight, but I'm afraid they're all busy right now, dealing with gunshot wounds and various blunt force trauma incidents, and the usual for a Saturday night.
I look her in the eyes and then I do command.
Okay.
Take me to a doctor. Now.
She gets up and she says, follow me, sir.
Thank you.
And you guys can follow on behind. You by the way, you are all still in your Elysium gear. So your
like
finery.
A full ballroom outfit.
Yeah, your finery. You're not like dressed for any kind of action or anything like that right now.
Okay.
Okay. She leads you down a bit of a corridor and you see this woman with blonde ponytail and a face mask, and you can see she's a doctor. She's got a stethoscope around her neck and one of those shiny reflective things up here.
Yeah.
Hi, sorry, what's going on, Magnus? How can I help you? I've got a few cases I'm dealing with here.
Yes, I was just curious if you know where I might find Dr. Daniel Kingsley or anyone who might know of his whereabouts.
Kingsley. Haven't seen him for a while.
Do you know where his office is?
You could speak to his personal nurse, maybe. I don't know if he's on site right now, but I'm afraid I must hurry.
Do you have the details of the personal nurse?
Diaries, I think. You could probably find out about him at the reception. Oh, Magnus, you help them.
Okay. Thank you.
Magnus Can you tell us where Darius is?
Darius, Mr. Darius, yes. I will buzz him. Darius, Hassan, Darius, please report to the reception area, please. Boom. Shortly afterwards, a man comes down the elevator, and the elevator dings, and this Indian or Malay man, I'm not sure, approaches Magnus and is like, Magnus, you called? How can I help you? And you hear somebody say, I have been waiting for an hour, shouting from the queue of injured people. Magnus points at you. She's no longer commanded, like she's just doing a job. The three of you are standing there. The man looks at you and he smiles and is like, hi, what's up?
Okay, I hold out my hand and say, good night, good evening, good morning.
It is morning. Yeah, I am kind of jittery on all that coffee. But how can I help you?
My name is Mickey, and I'm...
Hi, Mickey.
Pardon?
I'm Hassan.
Hi, Hassan. We are looking for Dr. Kingsley.
Oh. So you turn on aura reading.
Yes, because, it seems like we're speaking to what is it? A kine?
Could be a ghoul.
Okay, he's got this very strong orangey vermilion aura with flecks of light green of distrust and mistrust. It's very flickery and energetic, and he's got this like big welcoming smile and seems to be pretty caring and warm without the aura involved. And he says, Kingsley, he left a while ago. He's still in Germany. He was off there for a conference, I believe. He was meeting some other doctors of similar acclaim to him. You know, he's such a genius, right?
Yes, we are aware of his genius. When was he... So in your mind, he's not missing? He's meant to be in Germany right now?
He's in Germany right now.
How long has he been in Germany?
Wow. Like, more than a month?
Did he indicate when he was expected to come back?
No, I guess he's just taking his time. I didn't see his... I mean, I'm not his secretary or anything like that. Not that he has one, but that man is so private.
Does he still have an office?
Look, I wouldn't be able to get you into his office here or anything like that, but...
How come?
But... Because it's his private room. Why would you... Who are you people, even?
We are close friends, and we are most concerned because he was meant to come back about 2 weeks ago, and we have not been able to get hold of him.
We have not known anything about his trip, and generally when he goes abroad for his very well-renowned trips, we are able to contact him.
We are with AA. Sorry.
Subterfuge and manipulation. Oh, really? That explains a lot. I mean, he never did any of his own cutting. His hands too shaky sometimes.
Yes.
I don't know if I ever noticed that. He was always so steady-handed, but one would have never expected him to be like so. In any case, I can't tell you anything about his office.
But how come?
That would be giving away private information.
Okay,
And you would need the proper warrant to get in there. And I would need more than just you're from the AA. I mean, what's that supposed to mean? Why should I open up the office for him now?
Surely you have never been in the AA. I want to do a command again. Block us. You will take us to his office and respect the AA.
As his personal nurse, what do you do when he's away for a month?
Manipulation plus intimidation. Alright, well, off to the 4th floor then we go.